It's nursery rhyme time. This one is about a bunny. Perhaps you've heard of him, Little Bunny Foo-Foo? Well, Little Bunny Foo-Foo was a bopper. He just loved to bop things. He was always bebopping and scatting and skiddly-booping all over town. To him, everything was a drum. He'd beat on the kitchen table. He'd drum on the bus. Little Bunny Foo-Foo would even bop in school. One day, Little Bunny Foo-Foo was hopping through the forest, and he started to think of a beat.
Ba-do-bop-a-dee-bop-bop-bop-a-doo-bop, wow!
He looked around for something to drum. He saw the perfect thing, 5 little field mice in a group, each different height, just like a drum set. He sat down, said hello, and then started bopping them on their heads.
Hey, what's the big idea? Quit bopping our heads!
But Little Bunny Foo-Foo was lost in the rhythm and he just kept bopping. So the good fairy of the forest, yes, that's a thing, didn't you know? Every forest has a good fairy who watches over the trees and animals. Anyway, the good fairy swooped down and said,
Little Bunny Foo-Foo, I do not want you bopping these field mice on the head. I'll give you 3 chances to behave, and if you don't, I'll turn you into a goose.
A goose? Yeah, right.
And he bebopped out of the forest. But the next day, he hopped right back. He saw the field mice, but just barely as they were trying to hide behind some flowers. Little Bunny Foo-Foo hopped over, scooped them up, and bopped them on their heads. He even put 2 bottle caps on the littlest one's head, so he sounded like a cymbal.
Boopity-bop-bop-ba-da-bop-ba-da-bop.
I'm not a drum! Hey, that hurts my little mouse head!
So down came the good fairy, and she said,
Little Bunny Foo-Foo, I told you not to bop these mice on the head. I'll give you 2 more chances to behave, and if you don't, I'll turn you into a goose. I mean it.
The next day, same thing. Foo-Foo came a-hoppin' and a-boppin'. Boys and girls, the good fairy was losing her patience.
Little Bunny Foo-Foo, I said do not bop these poor little field mice on the head. 1 more strike, and then you're out. Straight to Goose City.
But Little Bunny Foo-Foo just didn't listen. All he heard was, and. You probably saw this coming, but on the 3rd day, Little Bunny Foo-Foo went hopping through the forest, scooping up the field mice and bopping them on the head.
Ahem. Really? You're still hopping through my forest, scooping up field mice and bopping them on the head. I gave you a chance, but now I must turn you into a goose.
And poof! Little Bunny Foo-Foo was turned into a goose.
Honk.
But that's okay, boys and girls, because now he could play drums and trumpet. Well, he just made the trumpet sounds with his new bird beak, but he was good. So good, in fact, that the field mice and even the good fairy went to all his gigs. So, it's actually a happy ending. Smashing!